Greeting, Pixelated Studios. How are you doing this fine morning? Not too bad. Just relaxing a bit. Trying not to get killed by horrible monsters. Well, speaking of horrible monsters. Yeah, just trying to find some stuff, not get killed. You know, just the usual. Okay. It's not terribly interesting so far as profiles go, I assure you. That's a lot of slimes. Wow, I can take them. There we go. So I've encountered still very few life crystals. Oh, I have found some dart traps, though. Jeez. It is. I mean, it's, you know, if you're looking to make money doing it, maybe don't consider it. But it's just a fun little hobby. Oh, hey, this is coming back to some stuff I've already explored. Yeah, there's more copper ore. But yeah, I've been at it a while, and it's just a thing I do on weekends. Well, YouTube is just really bad for streaming, because if you have a... One thing I found, just this repeated issue, and it drove me nuts, is if you have a connection problem or something, and you're streaming, people won't be, hey, look, a life crystal, and another dart trap. It will create, it'll create a new movie file, instead of just having the stream open up again, which is really a problem if you have people trying to watch you. Saying that, I'd usually have that come up like seconds after I'd announce a stream on Twitter, so I'd have to go back in, delete the stream, or delete the tweet, and post a new link, and it's just like, guys, this is really bad. It's just not... I mean, I don't think they're fully understanding the thing that they're getting into when you have things like that come up. You know, and Twitch understands these things like a channel. You know, it's a, hey, BTK. I can't help it. I'm going to keep calling you that. But yeah, YouTube just does not understand these things, and it's very frustrating. And I eventually said, you know, I literally have a Twitch account. Why don't I use it? If you don't want me to, I won't call you that, but... You know, just don't get into the whole bind, torture, kill thing. Okay. Well, you know. As long as you don't start killing people, dude. Left at London? What is that? I do not. I never kept track of anything on Vine. I'm about as unhip as you can get. Nor have I looked at anything on TikTok. Oh, thanks for the follow, Pixelate Studios. Or Pixelated. God, you'd think I knew how to read. Was that some silver? Boy, it sure looks like it. Oh, cool. The stems, is that the separate tracks for each instrument? Cool, cool. What was... Oh. Okay, hold on. I might be in the middle of a dungeon, but that doesn't mean it's time to not start drinking. Oh, look at all these pretties. Yeah, it's there's a certain middle size that a stream can get to where it's large and still fun, but I'm still like very, very small and I can watch every chat that comes in. Like, I mean, I think the biggest two channels that I check out on a regular basis are still Nest Cardinality, because I love his work, and Lack Attack, because he is pretty much the Zelda speedrunner to follow. I mean, he holds every bloody record for Zelda 1 except for a couple. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely a persona that people put on when they get into a stream of any size. I mean, I like to think that I'm just doing what I always do, but I don't even know that's sure, because brains are weird, and I don't necessarily trust them, especially my own. But there's a definite fake authenticity you get with a lot of them that kind of turns me off. Like, a thing you see on YouTube is the people pretending to have unscripted conversations with their producers. It's like, that's such a giveaway every time. I did see that, yeah. Cool. Clever. You remind me of something that I've had in my head a lot lately, and that's the whole notion of alternate reality games. Cool. Do it, man. Because the whole thing with an alternate reality game is you just have these pieces of a narrative. Like you've written out the whole thing, and then you let somebody see short intersections of it, not necessarily in order, in various different ways. You know, and then somebody finds like a pretty much, yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of just pretty much bullshit streams where it's like, well, I got a couple hours to kill. Well, I mean, I had more of that when I was unemployed, as Trash King will attest to. I mean, how many hours of Dragon Quest did I play? But I mean, there were a lot of times when it's like, well, it's morning. I'm just going to play Slay the Spire for a few hours. Yeah, exactly. And if I had the software and hardware necessary, I'd probably do some more produced stuff and put it on YouTube, but that's a long way off. I'd have to be like less poor. That would probably help. Like, I kind of want to do more weird ray trace stuff in Pop Ray and try to make videos out of it, just abstract art stuff. I mean, the only videos I've uploaded so far have been just a sphere rotating around. Yeah. Well, and that's what my YouTube content literally is. It's my Twitch streams that have been cut up into roughly half-hour segments. Yeah. Now, of course, unpredicted things can happen when you do that. Like the time I didn't realize that a certain game had its ending blocked from recording and streaming, so that was fun. But that's just another hint that I need better streaming hardware. Oh. Okay, well, I know that there's a packet of emeralds over that way, so I'm going to get that. And then I'm going to flee this place. No great deed is honored here. Oops. Oh God, no. Yeah, I can't watch stuff like that at all. I can't even listen to the radio like that. Like, when I was a kid, my mom noticed I liked NPR, of all things, more than, say, like your morning zoo stuff. And I'm like, yeah, well, because they're not yelling at me all the friggin' time. I was like 7 or 8 when I made this observation. I mean, I had like one moment where I did have a pretty strong reaction, and that's because I realized I had done something incredibly stupid and died in a really dumb way. And that was, I was streaming Dark Souls one night, and I totally forgot about patches being in the catacombs early. Because normally, I'll make a run into the catacombs in the early game, but I won't go to that one bridge that he flips you off of. So that's like my one rage react. And besides, when I get angry, I normally get quiet. So, I'll never make it big. What can I say? I'm just not screaming and shouting enough. But yeah, the few streamers that I do watch are along those lines too. I mean, I just try to create what I enjoy, which is usually fairly relaxed and or blind runs into games. And unfortunately, blind... I probably should, yeah. It is fairly easy to find. I'm Spook327 on there as well. And I usually mention it at the end of streams for what that's worth, but I don't know, YouTube might shut me down soon. I'm trying to find out what What's with this new thing that's happening December 10th? They're saying, oh, well, we're reserving the ability to shut down anyone who's not financially viable for us. And I think it might just be, well, if you're promoting really hateful shit that we can't advertise on, that's fine. But I'm like, I don't even have ads on my videos that get like 0 views. Are you just going to cut me off too? Kind of curious. And I mean, I've basically just been using YouTube as a dumping ground for my videos, so I guess I can't complain too much. But still. It's fairly new. I mean, this is pretty recent news. I think it's only been on the Twitters most of today, and that's been about it. I'm betting you'll hear Jim Sterling go on about it relatively soon. But, it's just one of those things they put out in a mass email to their quote-unquote creators. But they have offered no clarification on it. And the thing is, they'll consider things not financially viable for a lot of reasons. For example, they have a tendency to demonetize LGBT content, even if there's nothing explicit. Okay, that's cool. I mean, it's got to be difficult to work on music while you're watching a thing. But yeah, I'm waiting to see what happens. It's probably much ado about nothing at this point. But I mean, they always start that way with YouTube, and then they get really dumb. Okay, I don't know who Bishop Express 57 is, but hello out there. I'll check friend requests when I'm done with my stream. Okay, do I have a... It's so absurd. Like, it doesn't have any bearing on them, but they gotta be upset about it. It's like, have they ever met one of us? We're really pretty much the same as everyone else. We just have more fun. And a lot more depression. I mean, who doesn't want to be one? Hi there, Sizrime, and welcome. Was that on... Were you the fellow who just friended me on PSN? Or sent the request? No, fellow or lady. I should be, I don't have any bots. Okay, so you're Bishop Express. Okay. Well, like I was saying, I'll check that stuff later. Okay, dead slimes. And gems. Yeah, I usually don't interrupt the stream until I don't interrupt it to check on friend requests. I will check those later. But welcome either way. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I have a few people auto-hosted that are friends and associates of mine. Oh, you know what? I have too much crap on me, and I... Oh, hey, look at that. I have a way home. Awesome. So let's see. I've got a bunch of stuff I can drop off in the... God, my little pumpkin guy is really enthusiastic. I would appreciate it. Oops. Oh, all right. Well, thanks for visiting, and I hope you wander by again. Oh, that's interesting. The piggy bank doesn't count as chest. I did not know this. And I'll check your channel out probably later today. Pixelated Studios. Okay, so Ruby I can do something with. Emerald probably not. And thanks for the follow, Sizrhyme. Oh, excellent. Looking forward to it. But I'm on every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Later, man. What's this? Oh, silver coins. Why are my coins not turning into, How come these aren't turning into a single gold coin? Did I miss something here? Oops. Okay, traps I'm going to use later. Oh, gold ore. Jeez, man. Okay, so let's deposit some of my potion-related stuff here. If I can find it. Did I find no seeds at all? Oh, gel. And see, I can't make shine potions yet, and those are too useful to not have in abundance. I need to do something about that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lay out my headstones and have myself a nice little cemetery for the various times I've died. This will eventually take up most of the map, I imagine. Oh, there's another one. Good lord. Blocks and building materials, yes. Let's get those in there. Keeping these on me. Dirt, who cares? Hardened sand. Put those in there. They're not really building materials, but I'm going to use them as such. Oh, mud. God, who even uses mud? So, I'd really like to know why my coins aren't stacking. That is strange. When did I get a platinum? Okay, I didn't. It just read. I think we're a little buggy here because that does not make the least bit of sense. Oh, costume gear. Eh. So let's... Okay, I designated one of these for equipment. There it is. At the very least, I can turn that into something later. And where... Oh, there it is. Okay, so I can probably use that fairly soon to build a bed. For now, though, it's day. Let's go exploring. Alright. I don't know why it is, but I rarely collect wood from anywhere that's not the usual tree, biome. There's no reason for it either. It's like, hey, different styles, let's use them. Or we'll just let them sit. I also want to know why I can create cactuses from acorns, because that is certainly a thing. So I don't have the nerve to go in there yet. Oh. Is this a dust storm? I gotta say, I've never seen that before. Oh. You know, so far as weapons go, the machete's not bad, but I do want to build something better. I do have the gems. I could build magic staves finally. I just need to talk. Oh, hello. Angry. So I just fought tumbleweed? Is that what we have here? Alright. Well, that's... No, nothing in there. Alright. I had high hopes. I mean, I know I'm going to have to get pretty deep to get into better chests and all that, but... boy. Oh. Hey, I didn't explore this. Oh. Never mind.